EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. And off we go from Arlington. And no return here. This is a touchback.
Ready,
from
break.
the 35, it's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Milton. He's going to test this secondary right away. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. A gain of 48. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll stick with him again.
The ball carried by number 25. He was brought down at the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys 7. Eagles nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That one good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Once again, it's Barkley. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Second and 10. So motion the slot man right. To throw on second down is Hurts. Moving to his right. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Third and 2. Here we go. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get together prior to... the second down play. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get this complete. It's Jimmy Horn Jr. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20.
It's a gain of 20.
They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Eagles.
Again, Hurts. Forced out wide. Look wide. Get this one complete. And the Eagles going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
19 more yards.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Barkley trying to push to pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Saquon. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Play action, now it's Milton. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. On the play fake, it's Milton. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's hard. And he'll be out of bounds, but down around the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 60
A
yards.
big play to kick off this drive. That gains an even 60 yards.
First and 10 at
A
the
touchdown
15-yard
apiece
line.
here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. They fake the give, and the blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
A loss of 7.
Nolan
Brings up
Smith.
second
He
and
works his way
17.
in, and that's now
At the Eagles'
5 sacks for
22-yard
him
line.
on the year. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll go play action here with Milton. And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Now a return coming from the 14. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Oh, big hole, left side. 20, 15, and he will score. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Eagles. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
He's going to let not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5.
Andrew Makuba on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now a 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. Taken at about the 6. Looked like he over the seam for a moment. He's taken down after a solid return. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And third down coming up.
Yards to go.
To throw is Hurts. He'll let this go for Goddard. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tackler. Picks up 9 on the play.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
They'll run on second down. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now a handoff, running right. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
A 2-yard loss brings up
2 minutes to play
7.
here in what's been an even first half. Greg and I, back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Third and 7. From the gun, here's Milton. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll try to run. And he is going to have a Cowboys first down. They get 4 on that 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
They'll stay on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Now, faking the give. defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Third and 11. Get out of the gun is Milton. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, Cowboys.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. So these screenplays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Throw once more. Here's Milton. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Here's third and 2. Throwing again is Milton. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Dallas. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. Extra point try, fourth time. It's up and through. Cowboys have broken the deadline as they move out to a 21-14 lead.
Will Watts set to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Slot man in motion right. On first down, it's Hurts. Forced to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Second down throw for Hurts. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. They're going to put a man in motion to the right. On third down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
At the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Barkley. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
No help from those last two runs. It is 3rd and 13. Now Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll try to run for it. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th
You
down.
have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This a 57-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will cut the lead down to 4.
Eagles 17.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Milton. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On play action, here's Milton. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
Good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Makes it third and
a bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They'll go. Here's Milton. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on fourth down.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
Here's first and 10. Milton going to look to throw it again. The throw here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll work now on second and 4. They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Here's a third down and 4. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Milton. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. So, some extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal situation as we are now through the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Lacking 18.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown when you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
35-yard line.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 2nd down, Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 47 yards.
A gain of 47 yards. And an Eagle 1st down.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. That is intercepted. Pick off by their rookie 2nd rounder. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
To fake the give, and now it's Milton. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A first down throw for Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up. We got ourselves a ball.
And he gets into the end zone. The aggressive call works. They take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
24.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the play fake, it's Milton. He's going to dial up another deep ball. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On first down, it's Hurts. Exiting the pocket right. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football at their own 23.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
A throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. Still on the move. Inside. And he will dive into the end zone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. All right, so the Cowboys set to go for two.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
From the gun, here's Milton. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll run the toss to Barkley. And he gave one man the slip, and going to take this one forward. Pick up a 3. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's got this one complete to Goddard. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
1st and 10 on the 50-yard line.
Hurts again. He'll get that out to Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Again, Hurts. Rolling right. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Hurts now. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Now a give up the middle, and he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only one.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
This crowd trying to be a factor, getting very loud now. It's 3rd and 5. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's to the receiver, Horn. And he will score! Jimmy Horn Jr. Touchdown, Eagles.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Now it's Hurts on the run to the right. And that is incomplete. They get the touchdown, take the lead, but it remains a 1-point game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Get out of the gun is Milton. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Milton. He'll go right and find his running back. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Try and throw with Milton. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
That's good.
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a 1st down. Throwing again is Milton. Into the hands of Pickens once again. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
First and 10.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Milton going to look to throw it again. They'll look to set up the screen here.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throw once more. Here's Milton. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1. To the air once. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Anytime you bring pressure like that, Mike, you're counting on getting to the quarterback before you get beat downfield. The vulnerability of that play call is in your pass coverage, but when you can get home and get to the quarterback that fast, the offense never has a chance to stress your coverage.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go. Here's Milton. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Well, you find yourself in field goal range. If it's successful, you take the lead. But they're thinking they want to put this game on the backs of their offense. They decide to go for it and fail. But the real story is, what a stand by this defense.
Through up the sideline at the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. He'll let this one go long for Williams. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game. The last touchdown, that was only half the battle. Now they've got to get the 2-point conversion to tie this game up. To the air, it's Milton. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion works. And we might be headed to overtime.
You can just tell the teams that practice these end-of-game situations. After the offense scored, there was no big hoopla. They weren't throwing themselves a parade. They immediately knew they had to go for 2. Get back in the huddle, get their best play call executed, and we got a tie ball game.
So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Barkley, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now on 2nd and long. Now whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Here comes 2nd down. Man in motion is Smith. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That is is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody uncovers downfield. He forces a difficult throw, and luckily it falls incomplete.
The offense having a tough time with this noise. It's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to win the game. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This one he's got to have. That is just short off the crossbar. Hit it as well as he could, but it's no good. So, overtime coming up. Quick reminder of the rules. Each team guaranteed 1 possession. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts. All the replays come from upstairs. If this first OT ends in a tie, so does the game.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Hurts looking to throw on first down. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
That's Goddard in motion. They'll run it here with Saquon. And we'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Once again, it's Barkley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They keep feeding him. 15 more on the ground. And another first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
A first down throw for Hurts. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Brings up
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
To throw on second down is Hurts. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 14 on the pickup. Good for an Eagles first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That's Goddard in motion. A run with Barkley. And he'll go forward for a couple. It's second down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Now Barkley. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Here's Barkley. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
At the 9-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up third and 6.
This is third and 6. That's Goddard in motion. And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to get a leg up in the OT. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout to talk things over before third down. Now a give to Barkley, running right. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. And we're going to get whistles, and we're going to get a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session.
a 30-yard attempt.
This kick is good. He knocks it through. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.